Welcome to FIFA Save My Life. Hope you're doing well on this Saturday. Hope Weekend League is treating you well. I'm here from FIFA Save My Life, and as you can see, I have new kit. Thank you very much to the people at Doug Hillards for helping out on this one. It's been very kind of them to make it so fast and so well. We picked a nice blue that matches the blue in the badge, so again it matches up, and obviously we have the Mind logo right across the middle, because obviously with Mind I'm going to give 50% of the profits when I get to that stage. On that front, I've also been saying this at the end of some of the videos, but you might not have made it that far, who knows. But I want to say thank you very much. I am now monetized. So yes, you will start seeing adverts at the beginning of each of my videos. Please watch them. It helps. It helps get money towards. And again, obviously that'll give charity, hold out for the extra 10 seconds and watch the advert. But yes, you've helped me in less than 2 months to get monetized, which is amazing. That is a really fast turnaround, guys, and it's all down to every one of you as per usual. Thank you very much. I salute you. So yes, thank you for that. Again, also, I'd like to mention at the beginning of the show, our thoughts and prayers are out for everybody in Christchurch in New Zealand with the horrific actions that have gone on there in the last 48 hours. It's just unbearable and unthinkable. It brings everything into perspective, to be honest, and it's a horrendous thing. And yeah, everybody to do with the show, and I'm guessing everybody out there will probably send their loves and prayers there. Sorry. So, on with the show. What are we going to talk about today? Well, we're going to talk about Casemiro. One Casemiro, give it to me. Delicious holding midfielder from Brazil. I didn't think that one through. So we've got Casemiro. I have the end of Carnival. The SBCs were pretty weak, to be fair, guys. Although some of them look quite good. Gomez looked quite good, and he was very expensive for what he was, but he looked very good. But I wasn't gonna sort of dish out for him. Bradley, who was a flashback, again, American, can't match up with anybody really. There was a couple in there, and if you looked at the value of what you're going to pay, which is about 200,000 coins, and then look at alternatives out there, there is better alternatives that you could go out and buy in this market as well, this crashing market as we speak. There is better players you could go out and buy, and they will be, you can sell them in the future if the market recovers, or even if you just want to sell them for what you got it for. If you got it really low price and sell it, you will get your money back. So I didn't do any more SBCs. Also, I'm waiting on now FUT Birthday, which is going to be exciting. So I looked at a few things. I've been doing Weekend League, doing well. Weekend League, actually, strangely. The servers are very slow again. Today, Saturday, I've played a couple of games. It's unbearable, to be fair. But yesterday was good. And I won quite a few of my games, and a lot better stuff. I think out of my first 15 games last week, I'd won 0. This week I think I've won 7, something like that. So I'm halfway there, which is good. But yeah, so I started looking around, and I looked at, I did Decore a little while ago on the Premier League SBC, and use him quite often. He's good, but I'm beginning to build a bit of a Brazilian team going on now. I've got Anderson Talisca, I've got Hulk, I've got Alan in there now. I've got obviously Firmino. I've got a few icons as well that match into everybody. So I'm beginning to look and think, I could do it. Back in the day, I used to have a Brazilian team, and they were amazing, to be honest, and probably when I enjoyed it the most, when I just had a full Brazilian team, and the skills and the pace and the playing and all the rest of it. So I bought Richarlison, stuck him up front as well, because he is great at heading. I've bought the informed version. He is so good at leaping, and he scores with his header all the time, and he's a little bit faster on the turn. I've got some great Brazilian players, and I looked at the SBCs around around for the leagues. I looked at the Brazilian league and it wasn't great, and I looked at a few others, and then I noticed La Liga. La Liga had Casemiro in there, had 90 rated Casemiro. Now I thought, well, hold on a sec, I can do this. Let's price it up. And I priced it up, and I kind of priced it up that it's going to cost me about 200,000. So all those SBCs that cost about 200,000 for an 87 SBC, or an 88 SBC, or even an 86 SBC that have been coming from Carnival recently, apart from the first few that were amazing, like Hulk and all the rest of it, then yeah, I looked at it and went, well, hold on a sec, maybe for 200,000 I could get a 90 rated midfielder here. And so I embarked on the challenge of completing La Liga, and I did it really fast. It wasn't as bad as the English one, where there's a lot of players extinct and a lot of players missing. It was a lot better, but you do come to a problem. You do have your very own Cardiff. Cardiff, anybody who's done the Premier League SBC knows Cardiff is a son of a bitch. There is no players. They're all extinct. They're all out. The silver ones cost £1 billion, and all the rest of it to get. It's horrendous. Now, we had one very similar one to that, and that being, let me double check, SD Husa. I'm going to say that wrong, I'm sure. Husta. I've never heard of them, to be fair. I'm guessing they're one of the bottom in the La Liga. They're not the usual Sevilles and stuff like that. So I'd completed everybody. They were the last ones that I went to complete, and strangely, they're the hardest one. So down below you can see that I have completed it, and it took me probably nearly as long to complete this one as completing all of them. All of them are really easy, really cheap, to be fair. Even Barcelona and Real Madrid, massively cheap, because there's so many different players from each one, and actually they're not asking much. They're asking like 80 rated or 76 rated teams and that, and it's really easy to pass through. And remember, you get a card each, get a pack of cards each time as well. Some of them mini cards, some of them prime cards. I didn't get much from any of them, but I did get some 86s, some 85s players, which will all go back into my SBC pot, which is great, ready for birthday. I'll quickly run through, just in case you are stuck on this or you're going to do it. Helista. I'm still saying it wrong, I'm sure. I've been brought up by many people on here in my comments. My pronunciation is poo. I'm aware of that. I come from Bristol. I have a terrible accent. I cannot say foreign words. Let's go through it. So in goal we have Jovanovic. We then have, which is a silver player, we have a Pulido at right back, who's a centre back. We have also centre back Adrian Diniz. We also have Incia, who's a centre back, and a gold one, a rare gold one on there to get one of those. Left back we have Luciano. We have Mo Gomez as a cam in midfield. We also have Melorel and Apaco. I'm saying all these wrong, but he's a right back on the right wing. We have left midfielder, we have David Fierro. We have Hernandez. And we have Avila. That's how to complete the team. Again, I'd recommend if you are struggling, that is the players to aim for. There is so many that are extinct, and also so many that have moved teams. And when you buy them and you rush by them, you think, oh Christ, I've just sniped them. You realise they play for bloody Seville or someone like that now, or Real Vallecano. Anything like that, it just annoys you then, and you have to start selling them again, and you probably lose coins. So be careful. These guys definitely play for this team. These guys are definitely the ones that help complete it, and that gives you 73 rating and 95 chemistry, which is one up on the rating of the rating that you need, and a dead on the chemistry that you need. So it's quite a tight one, to be honest. That was the hardest one and the most expensive one out of the lot. That probably cost about 40 grand, to be honest. The rest of them actually mostly cheap as chips, or most of them you'll probably have in your reserve somewhere and just sat around because they'll be decent players and you can substitute people in. But it is genuinely the easiest one to do. La Liga, I got a pack of cards for it, and then obviously I also got the choice of 3 players. Now at the time I can remember I was debating who to get. Although I'd done it for Casemiro, I also started looking at Mtiti and Aspas. And Aspas, I've heard really good things about him, and his figures are amazing. You got there you go. There's Casemiro in there, and they're brilliant figures for a 90 rated CDM. That is great. But we have Mtiti, who I was tempted with because he's French, but then I just like going a bit to the side because obviously you're looking at the Spanish league again, and then Espas, if you look at that, 95 finishing, guys, 91 volleys, we got 90 curve, 86 stamina, 89 heading accuracy. That is a great card. 89 acceleration, 85 pace overall. That is 91 agility. That is a brilliant card. I might do this all over again and get Aspas as well, because that is such a good card. But I did stick with my word. I did go for Casemiro because that's the whole reason I started it, and I'm going Brazilian. Yeah, I get Casemiro. So let's have a look at his stats. So we've got Casemiro, who's clearly a Brazilian. He was born in 92, 6'1". He's got medium high, defensive high, which is great for a defensive midfielder. We got weak foot 3, skill moves bugger all, which is, you know, are we sure he's Brazilian? Is he? Is he Brazilian? Two star. Obviously plays for Real Madrid, and his main stats are pace is rubbish, 65, but I'm going to stick him in midfield. I'm not going to stick him as holding because I'm going to keep Keane in there. I'm going to stick him on my right midfield, and he's just going to mop up stuff. He's going to be He's going to be staying back. He's not going to be attacking, and he's going to mop up stuff with Keane and be the defensive element of my midfield, because I've got Hulk on the left who bombs forward and scores goals with his amazing wicked shot, and I'm going to have Casemiro on the right hand side. So not very fast, 65 pace, but attacking position, strangely 75%, 75 out of 100 he can get in there, which is weird for an attacking midfielder. He can do. Shot power 93, so good shot power. 85 long shots, so again he has got a shot on him, guys. His vision is 80%, which is great. His short passing is 88, which is brilliant, and long passing 85. So stick a card on there and you can increase that, and he'll pass it around the park like nobody's business. We've got reactions of 88, we've got ball control of 82, and composure of 88. So again, brilliant for a holding midfielder. We've got 89 interceptions, again amazing for a holding midfielder. We've got marking 90. We've got stand tackle 92, which is one I use most of the time, but he is 89 on slide tackle as well. His jumping is 90, which is brilliant. So again, heading accuracy 77, not so great, but he can jump and he will win some headers. Don't mean they're going to go in the right place. 88 stamina, he will last all game. His strength is 91, so he's strong like bull. Strong. And aggression 88. So that is a brilliant card, guys, for 90 at and around 200 grand. And in fact, I did it a lot cheaper because obviously I had a lot of cards in my reserves that I swapped in and swapped out. I probably spent about 100 grand, and most of that was on that team there. So again, he is brilliant. I have played him a couple of times in weekend league now. He's brilliant. He's really steady. He's nothing spectacular. I've got Hulk on the left to be spectacular. I've got Talisa in front of him, and they bomb forward, and then up front I've got either Richarlison or Flamino, 88 rated foot version, and Henry on the left of the attack, and it works really well, guys. I'm loving the Brazil. I'm falling in love with my team again. I've been struggling the last few weeks. I think I've just kind of gone through the motions with them, but I've got a team now that I like the flair, I like the thing, and again they're getting better players all the time. I'm ready for foot birthday. So that is how to complete Casemiro, or whichever one you want. I personally think I'm going to go back and get Aspas. I've talked myself into it on this. You've talked me into it. I think I'm going to go back and do Aspas. It was that easy. I'm going to go back and do it again and get Aspas, because although he's Spanish, I think he would be great to come on, and he would have goals in him. So there you go. I'm definitely going to do it. I want to say thank you very much for watching. I want to say thank you very much for subscribing. Please, if you haven't, that means I've basically put you in a contract and said that you have to, because I thanked you. So please do subscribe down there. It costs nothing. And again, please watch everything, because again, like I said, 50% of profits will go to Mind. Thank you very much. Good night and bye bye.